Hey, I'm Vinny, this is Makeify 2. Do a little shop update here. I've put out a couple project videos recently. The T-Rex skull lamp, which I'm thrilled about. I think that thing came out very nice. And did a video about how I made this stitching pony. And so far, this video has gotten more views than that video, which a little surprising or disappointing just because I think that thing is so cool. But maybe I'm just a dork. But, and you know, videos dealing with how to make tools and jigs and things are always quite popular. But I really like that thing. When I was planning this and I just kind of described it to my wife, I don't think she's really on board with it. She didn't quite get it, or I don't know. But since I've made it and finished it, she really likes it. And she's asked me to kind of make more things like that. So look for project videos coming up in the next few months and years and things that are kind of like that. But I'll be doing other things as well. As for this stitching pony, I've made one modification since that video. In the original video, I used a threaded rod with a nut, and I've since changed that to a carriage bolt, which works a lot better. The carriage bolt has a square part on the head that kind of bites into the hole and prevents it from spinning around, whereas the threaded rod with the nut was free to kind of spin around in the hole there. And it worked fine, but the carriage bolt works much better. And I also went with a shorter carriage bolt. This is a 4-inch, so a 3 or 4-inch carriage bolt I think is ideal for this setup. But I made this for another project that I've finished and I have all the footage for. I just haven't edited the video yet, but that should be coming out fairly soon. And I've also filmed footage for another video. It's not really a project video, but it'll come out on the main channel, Makeify 1. It's a follow-up to my Adobe Illustrator tutorial where I showed how I make my templates and plans on the computer. Someone left a message on that video asking me basically to clarify how I dealt with templates that spanned multiple pages. So I filmed another Adobe Illustrator tutorial. So if you're into that kind of thing, check for that coming out in the not too distant future. I've started editing that video and it's a little long, so I might go back and refilm something. So I don't know when that video is going to come out, in the next couple weeks, let's just say. Because the other big news is that we're moving. My wife and I found a little house out in the country. It's not really out in the country, but compared to where we are now, we are in Chicago proper, very urban. The house is much closer to my wife's work. It's out in the southwest suburbs, so still the Chicago metro area, but more suburban than urban. But the place has a nice yard, it has a garage, and it's got a basement, which is going to become my shop, which I'm excited about. I'm excited about having an actual proper shop workspace for the first time ever. I started making YouTube videos in my little 1-bedroom garden view apartment in St. Paul, Minnesota, technically Lauderdale, Minnesota. I was doing projects on my little IKEA kitchen table. And you know, we moved to Chicago and I've been using part of the spare bedroom as a shop, which is quite a bit of an upgrade over a little IKEA table, but it's very cramped in here, especially with studio lights and a camera and all of that. I'm excited. I'll be able to do projects a lot faster, more efficiently, take on bigger projects, things like that. So I'm looking forward to it, but I've got to pack all this stuff up and move it to the new place. I hate moving. But it's got to be done. So I'm gonna pack all this stuff up, move it over to the new place, and set it all up. All right, so we're moved into the new house. Well, we got all our stuff over into the new house. I have not unpacked the shop like at all, except just to get the tools out that we needed for, you know, constructing furniture and things like that. But this is by far the largest space I've ever been able to work in. So I'm really excited about that. It's an old house. There aren't a lot of electrical outlets, which is a little unfortunate. The lighting down here in the basement is not great at all. Although in this part, there's actually some good natural lighting. These windows provide some good light. And right now I'm using my homemade LED studio lights, which is what I've used before when filming. But what I'd like to do down here, one of my first priorities, is get some good shop lights, get some overhead light, and hopefully that will be enough that I won't have to use those studio lights all the time, because they're a pain to kind of move around and position every time I change camera angles and all of that, and they take up space, get in the way. So hopefully some overhead lighting will help with the lighting situation. I love lighting. You can't have too much light in my opinion. We are renting this house, so I can't really make major, you know, structural changes or electrical changes and things like that, but I don't think that would be too big of an issue. So as I'm editing this video, I realized I forgot to mention Always Dreaming. That's the racehorse that my dad's good friend Dana owns a small piece of. It ran in the Kentucky Derby and won the Kentucky Derby. We were all very thrilled about that. Then it went and ran in the Preakness. Didn't do so well in the Preakness, but that's okay. It was a long time dream of Dana's to just have a horse in the Kentucky Derby, and then for that horse to go on and actually win the thing was just, it was amazing. We all had a good time with that. I just found out the horse won't be running in the Belmont. You know, he can't win the Triple Crown now, so I think they're just trying to rest the horse. But anyway, let's get back to the video. One cool thing about this space is that it came with this old built-in workbench, which is really cool. What I think I'm going to use this for is kind of how I have it here. Keep the bandsaw, drill press, and some other big heavy tools on that kind of permanently. And then for my main work top, I'm going to use my, my work top that I've been using at the old place. I might put on a bigger top to it, so I have an edge to clamp things to and things like that. It's on wheels, so it's easy to move around, and which is actually quite helpful for filming. So I think I'm going to do that. I also want to make some shelving units. Probably just going to make them out of 2x4s and some plywood, just to store my tools on so that everything's easily accessible, and that'll also help me save time. So let me get behind the camera and I'll take you on a quick little tour of the space. So there's the built-in workbench that came with the place. There's some storage down there. There's my old work surface, which will continue to be my primary work surface, at least for the time being. Come around, boxes of tools I still need to unload. There's an old refrigerator down here. Have no idea if it works or not, but one of the coolest things about this space is this little room. Let's go in here. Check this out. So there's a whole little workshop set up in here. There's a lot with a bunch of storage. There's a bunch of junk in there, and obviously you can see this room needs a lot of work. But I want to clean it all up and keep it as kind of a clean room. So I'll put like my soldering iron and electrical work and stuff in here. Do the woodworking out in the main space. Some storage there. Come out. Come over. Then we have all of this space I can use. Focus. Why aren't you focused? There you go. And right now I just got some tools and storing some stuff, but a big work area for either storing things or working on projects. And come around here and got this built-in shelf unit here that I'm currently just storing wood, but I'll probably continue to store wood there. But a nice storage area. Come back around. We have the stairs going up, and then back into what's the primary space, at least for now. So that's the new workshop. I'm really excited about having an actual workshop and not having to work in a kitchen or a bedroom or anything like that. I think this is the first time I can stretch my arms out in my workspace and not touch a wall. So that's exciting. I still have a lot to do to unpack and organize and clean up and all of that. But I'll keep you updated on that progress on this channel. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, I'm Vinny, this is Makeify 2, doing a little shop update here. No. So I'm editing this, whoa! We were all very excited about that. Oh, fudge. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Oh boy. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe. Oh, no. You know that already. Woo, there's a little bit of an echo. I'm gonna have to deal with that.